First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight, because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And an alley to run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a return will stop right around the 25. Landry, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Flushed out right. He's got the first down inside the 10. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Browns 7-yard line.
19. 24.
Watson now to throw. And he is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. He finds Taylor, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield now from the 50, and that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught by OBJ. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
You gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Third and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Hey, 31!
From the 50, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Real. Watch the slant.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, alert.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He'll buy some time right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. It's been a long day for you. Hey, 133. 51's the mic.
Mayfield on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Set. 180. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Pistol. Rush in.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
180. Regular. You better be afraid of me.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
King. Regular.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Being chased out left. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson, he's got his man. This is Tate. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On first down, Miller. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 7, Watson forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You got it, son. Switch.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
180. Point it right. Run. We got trips over here. There's overload. Hey, orbit. 51 to mine. 50.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Beckham. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. DJ Reader able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun. Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Under 10. 10. Switch it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Steps away to his left. Man, a big loss here as he's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jump. Menardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Hey, 133. Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant off. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson, now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
No. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, 31.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They run. Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
180.
Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, this is Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13.
We got double up. Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
180!
So they stay alive in the NFL.